Hello and welcome. Happy Friday. Today we're doing another video of another fixture upper build. I will leave the original build in the description as well as the details for my fixed up version and the description box in case you guys do want to try it out yourself. And yeah, I was gonna start something new, but I couldn't get creative, so I just figured a fixture upper would be good. And as soon as I saw this one, I thought it'd be really great to do. And I did do this or fix it up entirely base game. So the finished build that I do is gonna be base game and holiday pack. So yeah. I also didn't change much of the floor plan. Like that closet right there, I made it 2 tiles instead of the 1 by 2 by instead of 2 by 2. And then I also extended the wall in the kitchen area. But other than that, I decided not to change out the floor plan too much, just because I felt like to keep it realistic, it would make more sense to just change up the interior and add in the windows, change them up a bit. So I did try to add more realism, just cleaning up wallpapers, floors, and stuff like that. So it actually took me a while to clean up all the design because there was a lot of the watermarks and the patches of that sort, so I did have to fix or remove. But yeah, let's see what else do I have to say. And there may be there was different packs used for the terrain paint in the front, but I ended up I think I got rid of it all. I will have to double check once it's uploaded. But any packs that show up should be, or would probably be, the terrain paint. But I'm pretty sure I got rid of all that. I also swapped out these windows here that I do them all that one that I first put down. That's just the windows I use entirely. I was going to go for these just because it is like a crisp white. I feel like that's, very obvious of a new update or upgrade, but I just didn't like the look of it. It just felt too bright, which I know is like I am doing the renovation, but just a little too much. And I went for these here. I also swapped them out for a different tone. I did the one with the brown frames in the middle. So I think that helped. I wish it was the same on the inside, but it's just all white inside, and the outside of the window is the only thing that shows to be or have that brown frames. I don't know how you call it, but that little grid pattern in the middle of the windows. And also here, I was having a hard time figuring out how to do like spacing for the windows, just because there's that wall right in the middle. But actually, I got rid of that window as well, because as I was doing this family home, I felt like given the month of December, making it a Christmas home or Christmas decorated would be nice. So I went ahead and did that. I feel like that's why this build is primarily like base game and the holiday pack. So that's really all you need. And I believe the holiday pack wasn't an update. I don't think it was anything. Yeah, it was an upgrade. So everything should technically be base game, in case you guys do download it. Because I do want to do more, as I mentioned before, base game items. I did have to get rid of, unfortunately, the not solar panel, the panel. It's leaving my mind right now, but that was in not Stranger Bill. I don't remember the pack name for that one. I think it was just called Strangerville. I had to get rid of that paneling. I cannot think of what the dish. I had to get rid of that. Even though I really liked it, but again, it just wasn't base game. And I also struggled a lot with the tiling and wallpapers for the kitchen. As you see, eventually you'll see, I did make quite a few changes. And here I am just doing wallpapers. The one thing I will say with wallpapers, I eventually kept them all this bland or pretty neutral cream tone, but I ended up switching out for in different rooms just because I wanted to match in more with the look of the rooms. One thing I didn't really I was like back and forth with the preteen bedroom. I did hers very bright and colorful. I'm just not. I don't know if I don't like it. It's just my personal taste. But I felt that it'll be good to get that personality to come through. Now I'm thinking about that door um with that chalk pattern could be good if it comes in brown. I could do that for her bedroom. But yeah, we have a total of 3 bedrooms in this house, hold and 1 bath, but it's pretty decent. Like space a full bath. Oh, here I am struggling with the counters. That's another thing I struggle with, just because I couldn't find a good color palette. But I think I went ahead and started on the living room just because I couldn't. I think I went for that one on the right. I could be mistaken. I don't remember uh, which one I ended up going with in the end. But yeah, I really like the look of more of a fan of the exterior again uh, of the house, even though I mean it's not really uh, much of a thing to be a fan of, I guess. But I really did like it. And here we have the living room. We're at the obviously the Christmas tree and everything, just trying to make it feel like the holidays is being had or whatever. Um, and yeah, it was kind of funny. I watched this movie with my mom. I didn't even finish it, but it was a new one with Michelle Pfeiffer, I believe. I didn't watch it in full. Or was it on Hulu or Amazon? I'm not sure exactly. I think it was Amazon now I'm thinking about it, or Netflix, not sure. The new movie came out. I didn't really finish it. I wasn't really that interested in it. But I don't know why I thought of that. That's not that's one of the reasons I was thinking of Christmas, or had the idea to make it a Christmas, decorated home. I also been watching a lot of Kim Tai. If you guys watch Kim Tai vlogs, she was in her a few videos ago, like 2 maybe. She was decorating her Christmas tree, and I felt like, with the season, maybe I should do a Christmas home for myself in The Sims. So I did. Also, for the bedrooms. I was thinking of doing having the little girl be like a Christmas fan, but I felt like that would be a little bit too much. So I gave her just a lot of colorful, very feminine, very girly. Like that's the kind of vibe. Again, I'm not sure if I like it because that's just not the style I am personally drawn to. But I figured, it's her own private room. Have some personality. So yeah. Also the kitchen. This one I wasn't really in love with the wallpaper and flooring, but I figured that it feels a bit like if this feels realistic. It feels like something you would actually see. So, but I just was really, I don't know why I was having such a hard time. With the swatches, it wasn't my favorite, but I think altogether I ended up liking it. But for some reason during the process, I was really having a hard time seeing it all work together. But yeah, I'm very happy I kept going with it. I know I said that before, that how important it is when you're building to just keep going, unless you don't like it from the get-go. I would just keep with it, just because you can, once everything is together, you'll see it, and it'll make it, and you'll see if it actually blends in. Especially with this home, I've been doing that a lot lately, this mix match style, and I feel that with homes like this and some realism, I feel like a bit of mix match makes it feel more realistic. Also here, the wallpaper I changed to this floral one just because I felt that some pattern would do, because I wanted this to look like an older home, maybe built in the 80s or something. Not that that's that long, but for a home it is kind of long. But yeah. And yeah, I just lightly cluttered up the not thinking about it, an 80-year-old home. I'm 80. The home in the 80s is not that long either way. I mean, I'm not an architect, so I don't know. But problems with time. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. That's another thing I realize I get off topic a lot when I do these speed builds. So I'm trying to talk about, things I've done with the build and stuff of that sort. But yeah. I also got rid of that plant here. I love the green, but I just felt the vase just didn't blend in or fit in rather. And I went with this one just because of the surrounding wallpaper. It's flowers. I just felt like flowers would go in. I mean, it could be a little overkill, but I felt that it was a good match with the look of the house. I also added some curtains, but there was no railing because the railing comes in, I believe, another kit or game pack. So I ended up using shelving as a rail. I mean, it wasn't the perfect lineup. It was not very, it was a little wonky, but I just didn't want to go back and correct it. That was just me being lazy, but and I think you guys will see here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I did my own makeshift curtain rod, and yeah, easy. I mean, it's a little not that bad. I mean, it's not too wonky. I think it was good until I was moving it here, and I got a little, back and forth. I mean, I could have fixed the second one from the left, but I'll probably do that before I upload it. Now that I'm looking at it. It did bother me, but now I'm like, it's only that one I can fix. Oh, and here is you saw very quickly, the outside brown, like, framing in the windows. Like, that was nice. I also didn't show the bathroom being built, but, you see it right there on the left of the screen. And also here, because I was going to originally this was the closet that, like, 2x2 size closet, but it wasn't base game, so I had to make my own. And I just did use these here, and then I made it smaller just because I didn't want to have that much space. I mean, it could have been a walk-in closet kind of vibe, but I did this, and I did the open door effect with the slanted walls, yeah, and the manually moving. I did have to, delete the wall so it didn't snap to it. But yeah, I also like the look of this too. Also, it's not taking up that much space of the room, but it feels like, it is taking up a bit just to make this room a bit smaller, just because this is the biggest room. But I ended up making this the room of the the thought process I had for this room was he moved out for college, and this is his old child bedroom, and still, the same as he left it. So that's the story behind that, especially because with Christmas, getting together with the family. I feel like that's a story for that. And yeah, again, kept it very plain. I left up like old posters, maybe of games and sports and things of that sort that you would have liked. And yeah, this is probably one of the more realistic. This was just a random art print I wanted. Maybe just he got it somewhere and he liked it. But yeah, didn't go too crazy. This is probably the most realistic, neutral kind of room that I did in this house. I feel like this one as well, though, because I feel like the personality comes across enough. But I mean, the rooms are very generic personalities, nothing too specific. But yeah, I really wanted to get in this punching bag here, but as you see here, I'm removing the move object, see if it works. I will test it. No, actually, I won't, because I added a desk in there instead. Yeah, okay, I do remember now. I did do a desk instead, just because I felt that they wouldn't need a desk, especially if they're doing schoolwork and, stuff of that sort. So, yeah, ended up doing that, and it takes up, space. I feel like this room, I probably used space well. I think this is the most well use of space. And the bedrooms. The one I wasn't big a fan of was the parents' bedroom, but I figured since they decorated the rest of the home, that it would make sense that their bedroom would be more of a match with the other rooms of the house. So that one has the least amount of personality. But yeah, my favorite would have to be the college guy's bedroom is probably my favorite, just because it's simple, but yet, got a little personality. And yeah, I did a lot of like carpet on carpet for these rooms. I don't know, I just felt that would be a good little addition. I know I used to have carpet in my bedroom and I had a carpet on top. So I used to do that. Maybe that's probably why I did it. But now I have wooden floors and no carpet, so that's a little opposite. And here we have the preteen's bedroom. I was gonna give her a single bed, but I figured with enough space, we can just give her a full bed. And also, again, this is gonna be a very colorful room. I think that while it's not something I would necessarily do or, decorate to, or be my go-to for decoration, I feel like it does fit pretty well. You can tell that this is a, preteen's bedroom. And yeah, that's basically what I tried to have show. But yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, it makes sense. I also switched out this wallpaper to a pink one. The team on the college guy, I did him in like a darker blue. So I think the change of wallpapers really did help bring it together, because these cream walls, while they're nice, I feel like it could some more color, even though there's plenty of color. Like, nothing wrong with a little more. And yeah, here I am just doing a little more detailing and such, just to get, a little more, because I was trying to hide the walls as well. Not hide the walls, but just add things. And I really think that changing the wallpaper did that instead of cluttering up the, the walls. So yeah, also love that shade of blue. And then we're not done yet. I did a shelving. But after this, we just have the parents' bedroom, and that would be all. And then we'll see the video tour. But yeah, all in all, I really love the exterior, the look, the Christmas vibe. It's very fun. I feel like I want to do another one, maybe some like a vacation cabin, maybe like those like A cabins or A style roofing. I feel like that would be kind of cool and make it a little modern. But actually, I wonder if I can do that. I was thinking if I do that with base game as well, or if I should do it with other packs. I mean, it will be a challenge. We'll see. I probably will do base game just to challenge myself in that way. And yeah, so here we have the parents' bedroom. Probably my least favorite, just because it's a bit boring. Or just kind of funny because how much I was complaining about the preteen bedroom. Not necessarily complaining, but wasn't really getting it. But now I rather have a whole bunch of personality and color and just fun than this look. But again, like I said, I was trying to make it more cohesive with the surrounding rooms. But I also furnished the backyard as well as the front yard. I did not show that, but you guys will see that in the video tour. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. And yeah, take care. Enjoy.